On the way home today, I triggered a check engine light on a '04 Ford Excursion with the 6.0 turbo diesel. Kind of dirty. Yeah, I don't like to wash anything, so what you see here, it's all original. So I plugged in the OBD and it turned out to be the back pressure sensor, exhaust sensor, which is this right here. Now this is for the early model, the '04, which is located in front by the upper radiator hose. So let me show you this. Your air box. It's not the original, so let's go by what's the original. That's your air intake, the upper, and this is your upper radiator hose. So if you go right here on this side where the dipstick is, the oil dipstick, it would be located right there, your sensor. I'll zoom in to have a better look. There's the sensor. So I'll show you how to remove that pigtail connector without breaking it. Now those can be brittle. So what you do, zoom back out again, through this side right here, you put your hand through, okay, like that. Now when you do that, be careful, there's a hose right here. See this hose? You don't want to put too much pressure on it. You can snap it right there, which is, it'll cost you a bit. Or you snap it right here, it'll cost you less, but either or. Gotta be careful. If you think you're not safe, just remove the hose from right here. But you can also do it without removing that hose. Just gotta be careful. Zoom in. So right here is the dipstick. So you put your finger, your thumb, onto this pigtail connector, and your under finger right here. Sensors, the pigtail is already loose. I'm just going to show you how I removed it. And with your finger, you just pull on this clip and just pry it up, and that would get the pigtail loose. Then what you want to do, zoom back out, inspect it, make sure it's okay. This one is okay. There's nothing wrong with this one, so we don't have to replace it. Some you might, depending how many miles and if you live in a very hot environment. Okay, so now you see the sensor, which would be this one right here. I did pick this one up from eBay. They said they claim it's same as OEM. It was $20 or maybe $18. Anyways, beats the price of the dealer. I think they want 100 plus for this. So to remove that, we are going to use a special key. Okay, this key is, honestly, I don't even know what I bought it for a long time ago. But you can see the sizes. It has 1 and 16. Anyways, inside it has 2 sizes. So you can pick this up, I believe. I don't like to give out names, but your local hardware store should have this, or auto parts store. This would actually go in here like so, just like that. Now this has 2 options. It's got one on top, see, one on top, and then you got one more at the bottom, because it's for 2 sensors. And I believe this is for oil pressure sensor, and it fits in there perfect. So to do that, you're gonna put the key on an extension on this one. Now this one has a swivel right here. You don't need one. I thought I was gonna need a swivel, but I don't. So make sure that's locked so we don't lose the socket. And I'm gonna put this right over the sensor, Always be careful with your harness. Let me try and focus it only on a sensor. There we go. So you can see that's snugged on there. Got the key over. Now we're just gonna open it. Oh, that wasn't that bad. Oh, okay. Once it's loose, see, very easy. Then we're gonna remove it, and I guess we'll take it out with our hand so we don't lose the sensor down there somewhere. I don't want to start chasing it or finding it. We'll leave it like this. It's kind of a pain in the ass. And here it is. Okay. There's the sensor. Is it clogged? I don't know. Possibly. Either or. Either trigger the check engine. Now, this might not be the problem. Your problem might be the actual pipe itself. I'll zoom in so you can kind of see the hole, and you can see to your right there's a tube that goes down to the actual exhaust. So what I'm gonna do right now is start it up and see if we're gonna get gas or exhaust coming out of that pipe. If we're not getting exhaust out of that pipe, that means it's clogged, and that's another way why the sensor will not work. Okay, vehicle is on, and I can smell the fumes. Definitely working. You can hear right now. Now if that was to be clogged, what you need to do is in that hole you have to put like a hanger or a wire. I shouldn't say a hanger, it's probably too tough. A wire. And don't be shy, just put it through till it actually breaks up the crude or the deposit, and that should free it up before you put the sensor. Now before you put the new sensor on, make sure the numbers match. To your left is the old one and to the right is the new one. You can see the numbers kind of match, I guess. Supposedly this is the one for that model, so I'll give it a try. So basically I kind of put the sensor on. I couldn't do it while filming, but I'll give you an idea how I did. That's how I put the sensor without dropping it. So I put one hand through here, you can see, right through here, and that gave me enough room to hold it, to hold the sensor. While from the top I use my finger inside the sensor to spin it. Now that I got the first thread, you can see it spins on. Okay. Just gonna put the key back on it. We can tighten it. Now do not over tighten the sensor, you will break it. It just needs a snug. See, I got my hand. That's it. Well, another thing I forgot to mention is that it seems like the connector is the opposite now. See the clip? It's to the passenger side. It's supposed to be on the driver's side. So I'm not sure if I can turn this anymore without breaking it. Still goes. Take it out and see. Pretty close. Just a tiny bit more, I think. Tiny bit. So we'll go a little bit more. That's it. That should do it. Grab your connector and put it back on. Shouldn't be that hard. Can't do it when I'm holding this at the same time. Okay, literally took me almost 10 minutes to put that pigtail on. So what I did is I bent this dipstick. I just pushed it that way about 3 inches, 2 inches, so I can get my hand through here so I can press it down. There was no other way to put that pigtail on. Now she's on. Gotta reset clear the check engine light, and we'll see if she'll throw the check engine light back on. Also at the same time, you can see, I don't know if it's common on these, but see down there at the bottom of the where the top radiator hose leaks ends, there's a small leak. So I'm losing a little bit of antifreeze, so that could be it. So I'm gonna have to take this radiator hose out, clean it, and put it back. That's one. And also check, there's a tube right here. See this one right here? It's a sensor right here. Follow this tube, vacuum, and that vacuum should be right here. See? Check this, make sure it's not cracked. These are known to go bad. Okay, this one seems to be okay. Oh, it spins. That means the hose has to be replaced. It's brittle, old. Will it come on? Let's see if I pull. Nope. And it's not cracked. Some cracked right through here. Pretty good. If that cracks, you're gonna lose boost. You're not gonna have power. So check this. Other than that, there's not much I can tell you about these engines. I haven't really done much to them. I just drive it normal. It does have a propane kit. You're probably wondering what this is right here. It's just a propane kit. See, it's right there. Propane kit. Right here it's got the sensor. It only works on boost. It does not work at idle. It does increase the gas mileage by a lot. How much, I don't know. I don't use it too often. And yeah, that's it. Sensor's back on. Keep your old one just in case. That's not the problem. You got 2 of them. But that's what my scanner told me, that's bad. So